EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
7 yards there and a first down. The Steelers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football.
Right,
so that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
From the 10, 1st and goal.
11. Silver.
Now Lawrence. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Yasir Abdullah making the stop. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And That's swung out wide to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Warriors 70.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Pickett back to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Just keeping the play alive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Hey, lion.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. They've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On play action, Lawrence. Throw left side complete to Chase. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Hey,
so after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence changing the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
He gets it complete to Harris. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off play action. Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll drop that underneath to ETN. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Pickett on second down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
From the gun, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
24. Let's go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defensives. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
Let's go.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here is 3rd and 5. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there. And they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
All right, let's go. Hey, kill!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Toss left side for Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do it because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll run with Etienne. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
30 left.
They go play action with Lawrence. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
On red.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Open man is Chase, complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Got it. Ready? Here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
24. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hey, kill.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling a drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll run again with Harris. Breaks the tackle, now an alley.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played